When you're really pretty, you saunter, you know, like you don't need to cut, boom.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look good and you come out like a model, you have a glow around you, and they're like, ooh, she don't gotta do much. But when you're ugly, don't look too close, keep it moving.
Tell me about it.
Her and Pearl were really good friends, and then Pearl like moved away, and me and Kim, within like 2 years, we had become best friends.
Right.
She and I were two of the only queens that were full time in drag. And she lived like right down the street from me. So every day I would wake up, text Kim, go to get brunch. Everyone else is working. We would go out at night. I mean, that was my buddy for a couple years. I mean, she's still, you know.
Right, but she's a world traveling
now
drag diva.
I don't
now it's not the same when everybody had a lot of free time. To roll out of bed and go to the diner together. What about Trixie Mattel, early Trixie?
Okay.
Because that's a look that's changed quite a bit before it got to its iconic status.
I met her at a show, I think 5 years ago, and it was during Pride, I think. And she comes up to me and she's out of drag. And she's, hey, I would love to do your show. I love this. Seems like my thing. I mean, part of her storyline is she was in Milwaukee and she wasn't really getting any screen time in Milwaukee because they didn't really celebrate that at that time. But in Chicago, weirdos, okay? So she was like, I'd love to do it. And so I talked to Kim, my sounding board, and I was like, have you heard of this girl? Do you know who this is? She's like, yeah, let's try her out. So they tried her out at Neverland, and I booked her. And within a year, she was doing 2-3 shows a month with us. I mean, I put her in every show I could.
Right.
Yeah, and she bonded. We bonded. I mean, that is the most magical time of my life, honestly.
Really?
It's like when we were all still figuring out what we were figuring out. Trixie gets on the show. Holy shit, our friend's gonna be famous. But and then she started to like blow us up on the side too. Like, you know, she would post up. And so we were all like finally coming into our own. It was the coolest time.
That must have been something.
It was great. And she would come in on the, she would take it in the Greyhound or the Amtrak. She would stay at Kim's house. And
that was when nobody had money at first, and everyone was eating ramen noodles and everything else, and taking the bus to drag shows together.
And working for, you know, I don't even know what people were getting paid back then, $60, you know, like, and you just do it because you like it, and you're like, this is an investment. I know that one day this is gonna pay off. And it was like summer camp. It's like I was like holed up with my best friends, like doing my favorite thing. So yeah. I'm gonna go full ginger minge.
We'll be back with more TRANNIKA REX right after this, sweetie.
Hey Qween.
Love celebrity gossip?
And Hollywood shade.
Of course you do. Subscribe to our brand new podcast, Hot Tea with Jonny
And Lady Red.
We read all the tabloids so you don't have to. I'm talking about Star, In Touch, Life and Style, National Enquirer, National Inquisitor. I mean, all the nationals. Subscribe to Hot Tea with Jonny and Lady Red now.
Hey Qween.
Woo, yeah. Lady Red, are you asleep?
No,
I'm awake.
I'm here.
Adam, how are you doing over there? TRANNIKA, have you had fun today?
Yeah, this is a blast. I'm loving this. Thank you for having me.
So much fun. Let's get a couple things straight before we wrap up. Tell us about how you got that Nashville news anchor fired.
Oh my God. So about 3 years ago, I went to Nashville and I had a gig at Play. I was working with a princess, one of my best friends. Princess is the shit. Go to Play Nashville. It's amazing. So I'm doing my stand-up set, and they warned me before I went out. They're like, okay, so every Sunday this news anchor comes and she gets plastered, and you'll see her tomorrow on the news and she'll be perfectly normal, but she gets so drunk she tries to take the microphone from the queens. She's a bitch, like she's just crazy.
Wow.
And I was like, well, I'm clearly gonna engage this. So I'm like halfway through my set and she's talking and she's trying to like talk to me and all this stuff. So I was like, hi, what's your name? You know, I'm gonna do interaction. Well, she takes the microphone, and I'm like, okay, give me my mic back, and she won't give it back. So then this keeps going on, and people are starting to boo her, and I'm starting to call her like a dog. I'm like, come on, give me my mic, come on, give me my mic. And I'm just trying to rile her up even more because I know some shit's about to go down, right? Because this girl's like trash. So then they're like, give the performer back her mic. They finally wrestle it out of her hands.
Wow.
But before they do, she goes, I love gay people. I love gay people. All the anchors on channel 1 are gay, and I support them.
Ooh, bitch.
And so the night goes on. I go home, have a nice rest, and we're all a little shaken up because we're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So I wake up in the morning and someone has a clip of her saying that.
Oh my God.
And this bitch wrestled the mic out of my hand. Like, she was rude to me after the show. She was like mean mugging me and she was yelling. So I said, here's at Channel 5's at blah, 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 saying that everyone on her network is gay. And she got fired. But don't take a queen's mic. What if I came to your fucking desk job and came up and took your fucking mic?
If you went to the news and tried to do the weather.
When I tell you, she sent me endless like apologies and stuff, but it was too late. I had already
had her fired.
Yeah. But
well done, my dear.
And it was a good story. So
I love it.
But I actually looked her up the other day.
Oh.
She got a new job in a new city.
God bless.
Yeah.
I mean, she had that
She's married. Things are better, but
maybe she's not harassing drag. Maybe she learned her fucking lesson.
Yeah. Fuck her.
All right. What are your thoughts to your RuPaul Drag Race speculation hype? You were the most upvoted.
I know. I just learned that when I was reading those. Or what was I? I don't know. I think it's just because, honestly, I think it's because I'm Drag Race adjacent, because all my friends are on the show, so they think that it's like inevitable. So I feel like everyone thinks they know something.
Do you think it is inevitable? Are you auditioning?
I've never auditioned for Drag Race, and don't count on it anytime soon. Maybe one day.
I mean, they seem to be, roping in friends of a lot lately.
I know.
Have they ever called you and directly asked you to send a tape in?
No.
No, interesting.
And I've never auditioned, but I've filled out the pre-stuff, and then it's gotten down to it, and I've been like, I don't know.
I'm busy.
Yeah, but I'm having so much fun over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they don't let you drink there, so it would be a whole detox process
Oh boy,
for me.
yeah.
Can you imagine the
the
first 2 weeks of Drag Race just shaking?
Yeah,
I can't.
You're like, one cocktail is not gonna cut it.
I'm not detoxing on TV. No, I'm not doing that. So as a part of my larger plan, when I finally get sober, maybe I can do Drag
That's
Race.
good. That's a good couple, because Drag Race isn't going anywhere.
Straight from intervention into Drag Race.
Why not
into
get all
Stars intervention?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All Stars intervention is the best intervention.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, you are known for helping girls out, coming up with the big girls. What's your advice for young queens trying to make it in the business? Because every other fucking person is now ready to be a drag star.
I think it's important to have your thing. I mean, I don't perform. I host. I mean, just do something different, or just, I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's such a shitty answer.
Be talented.
Yeah, don't
do
be
a
terrible.
good job. Yeah.
I mean, find your lane and stay in it and just charge fully ahead. I mean, if you do death drops, I want to see death drops on your social media. I want to see a death drop when I see you. That's your thing. If you are beautiful, give us stunning pictures of you. Do photo shoots. You know what I mean? Like, I said this before. People want to consume drag queens.
Yeah.
They want to follow you. If you are not using your social media correctly, they won't follow you. When you open up your page, think, I'm Joe in the middle of Montana. I like drag queens, but I don't know who this person is. Well, does your social media reflect who you are? They will follow you. And then, we have people that only knew us from social media and just come to our shows from across the country.
Yeah.
And if you're not using your social media, they will not find you.
They will not know.
Yeah. And it's great. You get to make friends.
Plus, on this show, you've now learned how to do it like Pearl. Let's all do it together. And then... Thank you, Trannika. You've been great
you.
today. We love having you.
Oh, I got you a present.
You got me a present?
Yeah, it's my foam finger.
Whoa! Wow, #1 dad, I did it! Thank you so much, everyone. This is perfect because you have turned it so fiercely that you snatched a trophy out of it.
This'll never fit.
And you've also won yourself, this is so good for pointing, a lap dance! Yeah!
Oh, great.
A double lap dance!
Oh, good.
You came all the way from Chicago, and you now have to do my part.
favorite.
Yes. Strelino and big booty, and here's my finger in the butt.
Hey Qween. Hey Qween.
Yeah, right. Now, Trannika is going to stay with us and play Look at Us. You don't want to miss that. Thank you, Lady Red. Thank you, Adam. And of course, thank you, Trannika. And thank you, baby, for watching Hey Qween. See you next time.
Bye.